Is it time for the Tennessee Titans to take a step back? What's going on, bottom line viewers? It's Mitch here to predict the Tennessee Titans 2022 schedule. Game by game, my predictions. Game by game, my analysis, breaking down each matchup, the good matchups, the bad matchups, and every game on the schedule for 2022, determining what the record for the Tennessee Titans will be this regular season. If that sounds good, don't forget to spike that like button and subscribe to the channel for more BLV just like this. Also, hop in the comment section below and let me know how you think the Titans will do. Do you think they're going to take a step back this year? Or do you think they're going to remain one of those perennial playoff teams? Let me know, Titans fans, in the comment section below, and let's pick some games. The moment of truth, Titans fans. 2022 will be an interesting season for the Titans. Can they keep the train rolling to the playoffs, or is it time to take a step back? Let's find out. Week 1, you got the New York Giants at home. I think this is a comfortable start to the season. The Giants have a lot to figure out. New offensive line, new coaching staff, a lot of new for the Giants. While I do think they're going to be better, I think the Titans at home, the veteran leadership that they have, they should be able to find a way to win that game. I don't think it will be easy, but I think they should win that game. Week 2, you've got the Buffalo Bills, and you guys have kind of dominated this rivalry. I think the Bills know that. I think they're kind of angry about that. This time you play Monday night. Last year you played Monday night at home. This time it's on the road. I think that could be the difference in the game. On top of your offensive line not quite being as good as I thought as last year. So I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills on that game at Monday night. Week 3, you've got the Las Vegas Raiders. New coach Josh McDaniels, Derek Carr, and company. Should be a really good game. Was close to happening in the playoffs, actually. I've got the Titans here. I think Mike Vrabel's familiarity with McDaniels and the Patriots and their offense and things of that nature definitely help you in this matchup. I think your defense should have a good game, and I think you pull that one out to start 2-1. Then you got week 4, you play the Colts, and you guys did a good job against the Colts last year, but a lot of that was due to Carson Wentz. I think Matt Ryan is a different story. I think the Colts at home should be able to beat you guys, but I'm going to say that you beat the Colts after the bye at home as well. So you end up splitting with the Colts this year instead of sweeping them like you did last year. Week 5, you play the Washington football team / Commanders. I keep saying the football team, man. I've got that stuck in my head. I don't know when I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to hold on to that game. I feel like that could be a tricky type of game. Washington at home. You know, both teams are kind of good on the line of scrimmage. I could see Washington giving you guys a tough time there. But let me hold up. So with the Texans, you play them twice. I'm going to say the Texans upset you again this year because they did last year. So I'm just going to go with that logic and say that you split with them once again. I know that last year a lot had to do with Ryan Tannehill turning the ball over. But without A.J. Brown, man, that might be the case in a few of these games. Without the rapport with the number 1 receiver, Ryan Tannehill might not be the same quarterback he has been. I'm going to take the Chiefs to beat you guys in Kansas City. I know you beat them last year. I don't remember where the game was last year. I think it might have been in Tennessee. But regardless, I think the Chiefs, their offensive line is better now. Their defense, I think, is also better. I think the Chiefs don't have Tyreek Hill, but that's going to be a close game. I could see them winning by like a field goal, a touchdown, something like that, but could go either way. Week 10, you play the Denver Broncos and Russell Wilson. I actually think you beat them. I think that your defensive line could do a good job of pressuring Russell Wilson and making life uncomfortable. Them traveling on the road is a big difference from playing in Mile High. On top of that, you know, you can run the ball on their defense. I think their defense is better against the pass than it is the run. You play the Packers on a Thursday night. That game could also go either way if you can find a way to run the ball, but I'm ultimately going to take Aaron Rodgers in that game at home on a Thursday. You play the Bengals. This one you would like to win because it's a revenge game from the playoffs, and the way that you dominated the line of scrimmage last year, if you can do that again, you should win. But here's the difference. The Bengals are a lot better on the offensive line, upgrading right tackle, center, and guard, 3 of their 5 offensive line positions. So I think the Bengals can do what they did to your offense last year, but also have better protection for Joe Burrow, which means they'll win the game. You play the Philadelphia Eagles on the road. This is going to be a stalemate between 2 good rushing attacks. This one could also be an either way type of game, but I think the Eagles are just a slightly stronger version with their defensive and offensive lines. I think you beat the Jags probably both times. I mean, that maybe you lose to them once. That's a possibility. I'm going to say you at least win the first one. I'm going to say the Chargers beat you at home. The Chargers are really good. Justin Herbert's awesome. Their defense is also good. But I will say that that's a game that you could win because of a matchup. You know, if you're running the ball really well, the Chargers do struggle with that. So that's a possibility. But I think Herbert is just a machine. So I'm going to take the Chargers. I'm going to say you beat the Cowboys at home on Thursday night. That could be a big game for you guys to potentially sneak into the playoffs. So far you're 8-7. You play Washington, you play Jacksonville. Man, okay. So I want to say your record is going to be, I'm going to say you lose to Washington. You get upset there. This is not, this is not pure. This is just me kind of guessing, but like Washington's got a good D-line, a good O-line. Wentz is very streaky. I know you beat Wentz twice last year, so maybe that's not a good look, but I think Washington, they beat the Bucs last year. They're kind of fluky sometimes. I don't know about them. What's a game? So yeah, I could see you losing to the Cowboys maybe, and then beating Jacksonville, or you could lose to Jacksonville once. I'll say you lose to Jacksonville once, and then you beat them once. And then that's the record I'm going to say you got. So I'm going to say you go 8-9. I can see you going 9-8. I can see you going 10-7. I could see you going 7-10. So kind of anywhere between 7-10 and 10-7, I feel like is where the Titans are. I don't think they're as good as the last couple of years, and I think that's evident. They don't have A.J. Brown. They've kind of lost some pieces on the offensive line. They've tried to retain some of the pieces. I like some of the additions they've made as well. Burks was a nice pick, and Austin Hooper was a nice pick of a tight end. But I think their defense will still be solid. I respect Mike Vrabel, as a Patriots fan. But yeah, I think the Titans, it's time for them to take a step back. And I think in the future, this is a big year for Ryan Tannehill. Huge year for Ryan Tannehill. I'm not sure we're going to see the same guy this year. I have a lot of questions about your offensive scheme and your overall offense as a unit. So I think you dropped to 8-9 this year, unfortunately. But that's just my take. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. I know a lot of Titans fans haven't been happy with me over the years. So just let me know what you guys think. That's overall where I'm at for the Tennessee Titans. I don't see it being a great year for you this year. But hey, there's always the next season. So thanks guys for watching. It's Mitch. Appreciate it. Gronk, spike the like button. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.